Does it hurt to walk downstairs after your half marathon? Do your legs feel heavy, and yet you're already thinking about running tomorrow? What if that easy jog you have in mind is exactly what could ruin your next few weeks? What if the problem isn't in your muscles, but somewhere deeper that you're not seeing? Did you know that many runners don't get injured during the race, but in the days after? What if I told you most people go back to training too soon, and that's why they plateau? Right now, your body isn't just tired. It's inflamed. It's saturated. It's trying to repair itself. And if you don't understand what's happening inside, you could stall your progress without realizing it. In the next few minutes, you'll understand what's really going on in your body, what you absolutely should not do even if you're dying to, and how to recover faster so you can come back stronger. Because poor recovery doesn't just hurt, it sets you back. After a half marathon, almost everyone does the same thing. The next morning they wake up stiff, their legs hurt, but they say, "I'll just go out for 20 or 30 easy minutes to loosen up." It sounds logical, but it's not. You're not loosening anything. You're adding more stress to a body that's still inflamed. And here's the uncomfortable part. You don't run the next day because your body needs it. You run because you're afraid. Afraid of losing fitness. Afraid of going backward. Afraid of stopping. But fitness doesn't disappear in one day. What can disappear is your progress. If you add impact while your muscle tissue is still damaged. When going downstairs hurts, that's not just soreness. That's tissue that hasn't finished repairing. And every stride, even an easy one, is a repeated micro-impact on that repair process. Think about this. If you had a small cut on your skin, would you rub it every day so it heals faster? No, you'd let it close. Your muscles work the same way. And the mistake isn't just going for a jog. The mistake is believing easy running doesn't count. It counts. Because the impact is still there. Because your nervous system is still working. Because inflammation hasn't fully dropped. This is where many runners start accumulating fatigue without realizing it. They don't get injured that day. They get injured 2 or 3 weeks later. And then they say, "I don't understand what happened." What happened is they didn't respect recovery when it mattered most. And the worst part? It repeats after every race. They compete well. They recover poorly. And without proper recovery, there is no real improvement. Now let's talk about what's actually happening inside your body. It's not just muscle soreness. After running 21 kilometers at a demanding pace, your muscle fibers suffer micro tears, especially your quadriceps, which absorb every landing. That creates inflammation. Inflammation isn't bad. It's part of the repair process. The problem is adding more damage before that process finishes. But it doesn't stop there. Your nervous system is fatigued too. You've spent nearly 2 hours focused, managing pace, breathing, effort, pain. That drains you. When your nervous system is saturated, your coordination drops. Your reaction time slows. Your technique subtly worsens. Add this. During the race, your stress hormones rise to keep you performing. That's useful during the race. But afterward, everything needs to return to balance. If you don't give it time, you keep training with your body in alert mode. And training in alert mode doesn't build. It accumulates. That's why many runners notice strange things after a half. Higher resting heart rate, restless sleep, more hunger, or less appetite. Irritability. Not random. It's your body saying, "Give me time." Here's something crucial. Improvement doesn't happen during the race. It happens when you recover from it. If you interrupt that process, you interrupt adaptation. And without adaptation, there's no progress. You're not weak. You're not out of shape. You're repairing. And repair has a rhythm. Respect it, you come back stronger. Force it, you pay later. You just cross the finish line. You're euphoric, exhausted, maybe even dizzy. Recovery starts right there. Not tomorrow. Now. The first thing many people do? Collapse on the ground. Mistake. When you stop abruptly, blood pools in your legs. Stiffness increases, heaviness worsens. Keep walking. 20 to 30 easy minutes. Even if you don't feel like it. Walking keeps circulation active and helps your body start clearing what accumulated during the race. Second key, hydrate intelligently. Not just water. You've lost electrolytes. Sweated for nearly 2 hours. If you overdrink plain water, you may feel bloated and even more fatigued. You need fluids with electrolytes. And now something many neglect. Eat. Within the first hour, not 3 hours later at home. Your body is most receptive then. Carbohydrates to restore energy. Protein to start muscle repair. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to happen. Another mistake, aggressive stretching right after. Your muscles are damaged. Forcing them won't accelerate recovery. It may irritate them further. If you move, keep it gentle. And one more thing, don't celebrate by sacrificing sleep that night. Sleeping well after a half marathon is almost more important than the training before it. That night is when true rebuilding begins. The finish line isn't the end. It's the beginning of how you'll come back stronger. What you do in those first hours can decide whether you have a smart week or weeks of dragging fatigue. The next morning, your legs feel heavy, stairs hurt, and your mind says, I'll just go for an easy jog. No, this is the day you need the most discipline. Don't run. Walk. Move gently. Light mobility for ankles, hips, back, but no repetitive impact. If stairs make you wince, you're not ready to jog. Simple. Today isn't about building fitness. It's about building recovery. And here's what many underestimate. Sleep. Sleep more than usual. Go to bed earlier. Reduce screens. Your body is repairing tissue. Repair happens during rest, not while logging miles. If your resting heart rate is higher, if you feel unusually tired, if you're irritable, that's not weakness. Your system is still processing the effort. This day is not for proving anything. It's for allowing adaptation space. Day 2 or 3. This is where most people mess up. It doesn't hurt as much anymore. You think, now I'm good. Before running, do 2 simple tests. First, walk downstairs without holding the railing. Sharp pain? Not yet. Second, small hops in place, just to feel impact. Does it bother you? Then wait. If both feel fine, you can jog. But listen carefully. 20 to 30 minutes maximum. And easy means truly easy. At a pace where conversation is effortless. It's not a workout. It's active circulation. The goal isn't improvement. It's helping your body finish recovering. This is where many fail. They start with 30 minutes. Feel good. And turn it into 50. Or add strides, because the legs respond. That small excess doesn't show today. It shows 10 days later, when accumulated fatigue appears. Remember, no pain doesn't mean fully repaired. The body takes longer than your mind believes. Be patient now, and next week you'll train with quality and lower risk. Rush it, and you're digging a hole without noticing. Now we reach the most dangerous mistake, the invisible one. After a few easy days, many runners feel anxious. Tomorrow I can add quality. I'll try a tempo. Just short intervals to activate. And that's where the real problem begins. Your body may feel better, but it hasn't finished adapting. Inflammation drops before repair completes. That creates a false sense of recovery. You feel good. Your legs respond. But your nervous system isn't fully reset. Add intensity too early, and you don't get injured instantly. You accumulate debt. That debt appears as fatigue you don't understand, paces that won't come, higher heart rate than normal, a sense of stagnation. Then you think you lost fitness. No, you interrupted adaptation. If you race Sunday, the following week isn't about proving strength. It's about allowing effort to turn into real improvement. Intensity returns when your resting heart rate is back to normal. You're sleeping well. You wake up without stiffness. Easy runs feel truly easy. Not when you're bored. Not when you're afraid of stopping. Recovery isn't doing less. It's doing the right thing at the right time. Respect it, and the next training phase starts from adaptation, not fatigue. That's where real progress is built. Here's something almost no one tells you. After a half marathon, it's not just your muscles that are tired. Your mind is too. You trained for weeks. You carried tension. You had a clear goal. And suddenly it's over. That empty feeling makes you want to train hard again immediately, as if stopping for a few days means regression. But here's the truth. Fitness doesn't disappear in 3 or 4 days. Adaptation does, if you don't let it complete. Many runners live in this cycle. Race. Recover poorly. Train tired. perform worse. Race again exhausted. Not lack of talent. Poor recovery management. If you want real progress, recovery must be part of training, not a pause, a strategy. If you respect the week after your half marathon, something interesting happens. Inflammation fully drops. Your nervous system rebalances. Muscle fibers rebuild stronger. That's adaptation. That's real improvement. And when you reintroduce quality at the right time, sensations change. You feel lighter, more stable, more efficient, because you're not stacking damage. You're building on a clean foundation. Remember this. It's not the runner who trains most who improves. It's the one who best alternates effort and recovery. The difference between the runner who's always slightly injured and the one who progresses year after year is rarely intensity. It's how they manage the days after competing. So now I'll ask you directly, what day are you on after your half marathon? Have you already run too soon? Or are you being patient? Write it in the comments. And if you want to know when to reintroduce intensity without sabotaging your progress, watch the video next to this one. The race doesn't end at the finish line. It begins in how you recover afterward.